Welcome back. We all know that summer is the season to get outside and get moving, and our next guest suggests that if you haven't yet tried running, you should. He truly believes that anyone can become a runner.
All right, well, he's here with 7 key tips to get the beginner runner from the couch to the start line. Please welcome runner, author, and founder of iRun magazine, Ben Kaplan. Welcome to the show. Good to have you here.
Thank you.
I love your runner's tan. I can tell you run outside. But first, I want to start off with something very important. You have been running for 15 years now. You have 30 marathons under your belt, from Boston to Jerusalem, Portugal to Toronto, and you're planning your 31st marathon this fall in Chicago. So I'm curious, did you fall in love with running right away, or was this like a long-term, long-distance relationship that built up over time?
Well, I did fall in love with running right away, but it was at a moment in my life when I needed it. And so it was sort of like, this is when we were having our first kid, and I was like, you know, it probably would do me some justice to stay out of the bars a bit. And that's when I came to the running, and it felt like a sock in a shoe, comfortable.
Okay.
I loved it right away.
Oh, you did love it right away. Yeah. Okay, so I have dabbled in running, and I will say it's not a love affair right out of the way. I do get that you can get that kind of euphoria afterwards if you do it for a bit of time, but really, do you believe that anyone can become a runner?
Definitely, I believe that anyone can become a runner. I taught a running class, and from the couch to the marathon in 1 year.
Okay.
And I had a guy, my friend Peter, and he had bypass heart surgery.
Okay.
And in 1 year, we took him from the couch. He didn't do the marathon, but he did the half marathon, but he stuck with it through the winter, through the summer, and he did it, and he loved it, and anyone can do it if Peter can do it, though he has a huge heart.
All right, well, if Peter can do it, you're saying that to go from the couch to the start line is easy with these 7 tips that you have for us. The first one is get outside. Talk to us about that one.
Get outside, it's just you cross the threshold. You know, you have to eliminate the stigma that just like, everybody's looking at me and I can't do this. Like, you just remove all of it. Nobody's looking at you, nobody cares. You can do this. And what are we even doing? Just run to the stop sign. Just try anything, go.
Okay. Next up, you say that the beginner runner should set a goal. So what's a realistic goal?
Let's just say right now, anybody's watching this show, we're gonna try, do a 5K. So in 10 weeks, try a 5K. That's a realistic goal, and you can walk a little bit, you know? You can do whatever you can do with having a
the
goal.
reaction.
You can do this, ma'am. The idea, just once you have a goal and you know it's in 10 weeks, then you know halfway through you wanna go 2K. So at the beginning, you know, you walk a little bit, you run a bit, walk a little bit, run a bit, and then you just gradually build over time.
You make it sound so easy. Listen, I run several 10Ks, but in my heart, I really want to run a marathon, but I'm a little bit nervous. So what advice do you have for a first-time marathoner?
Okay, for sure, and I don't mean to make it sound easy. It's not easy.
It's not easy.
It's not easy, and I don't mean to belittle the work that goes into it. It's not easy.
Okay.
But I'm just saying you have to make it fun. And so, for instance, if you want to go from 10K to the marathon, what you need to do is do a half marathon in the middle. So let's just say you want to do it next year, okay, next fall. So then in 6 months, go for a half, and then do another 10K in 3 months. You just want to build these things gradually up over time.
Okay, I'll try that.
Okay, so let's say we've run to the mailbox and back, if people still have those. We've set a goal. You're saying now it's time to gear up. This is my favorite part of this conversation, to be honest. So let's take us through this step.
Okay, yeah. So the first of all is, you notice the material on these clothes are wicking stuff. So you're not gonna wear cotton, you're not gonna wear a big hooded sweatshirt. You're gonna wanna wear special fabric that helps helps the sweat fleece away. Then the other thing is, when you gear up, you're gonna wanna go to a running shop and get stuff that excites you. Like, I like to wear fluorescent stuff. I like to feel like, wow, this is my go time, like electric, you know? I mean, and that's legitimate. Like, buy something that you wanna wear that will make you get outside and use it. That makes you feel good.
Yeah, that's a great tip. All right, so let's talk about choosing the right pair of shoes, because that's super important.
Super important. But again, the same thing, look, in this stage, in 2025, any one of these shoe brands make great shoes. None of us are gonna win the gold in the Olympics. So it's like, you can walk into a shoe store and pretty much pick any brand and realize, like, this is a quality product, you know? So you wanna get something that, like, you know, each shoe, Asics has a lot of different varieties. Sometimes the New Balances tend to run wide. You know, Nike's known for having great technology. Adidas is also making a lot of new stuff now, and they're sort of moving ahead a little bit. But any of the brands will be good. The thing is, go to a shoe store and try the stuff on. And remember that your foot will swell when you run, even as much as a half size. So you don't want to get something too snug. Your snug stuff will be your shirt and your shorts, but your shoes keep a little space.
That's what I always do. I always go a half size up, because when you're running that toe, you don't realize how much that toe is jamming against the front of your shoe.
Yeah.
All right, so we've talked about moisture wicking. We have the right shoes. Let's talk about form.
Okay, your form. Good. Basically, and don't get hung up on any of these things. How you run, when the bus is leaving and you got to get it, how you move is the way you're naturally equipped to move. Okay. So don't overstress. But in general, some tips. Keep your head up, lean slightly forward, arms close to your side. You don't want to waste herky-jerky moments.
Look at you running in slow motion. Look at you.
Mortifying, mortifying.
Okay, so you're not like you want to make sure you're not pitching forward necessarily. Or
Well, you do want to lean forward.
You do? Oh, you do?
You
Okay.
do. You're leaning forward. You don't want to be back.
Okay.
You're forward.
All
You're
right.
moving good.
Okay, you are moving forward.
And you're and you're sort of, you know what I like to think when I'm running well? I'm kind of on a swivel like this, that you could throw me a football when I'm running and I can catch it. Like you're loose, you know,
Okay,
and
I like
fluid.
this. I like
you're
it.
fluid.
Okay, now you want to form a training plan. So how do you do that and how do you stick to it?
Well, okay, again, the best thing is by signing up for a race, that will keep you to stick to it, because you know, like, ooh, I don't want to show up. You're going to do your marathon in 6 months, and it's like, I better train to do that.
Oh, yeah, it's happening in 6 months for sure, Ben. Yeah. Of course.
So the way you stick to it, too, is also you can engage your community. You know, you get friends involved. You can keep a little running logbook and write down the things that you do. Yeah. You can put your shoes out the night before you're running.
Yeah.
All right, so another very important thing for beginners is to run safe. What do you mean by that?
Well, running safe is the most important thing, which just means be wise. If the light is about to turn red, don't go out into traffic. Run with a group at night. Put a light on your head at night. And hydrate. You know, you're going to hydrate. You're going to drink electrolytes. You're going to stay fluid. You're going to give yourself a chance to succeed. And there's some dynamic stretching both before and after you run.
Okay, so we only have a few seconds left.
Yeah.
So just some tips to stick with it, for like runners to stick with it.
Okay, a great tip to stick with it is get a crew involved. You're not going to do your marathon by yourself. You know a million people. Get someone to do it with you and make it fun. And don't do it in Toronto. Maybe go do it in
somewhere tropical.
Paris.
Yeah. I like that idea. Hey, Cyn, do you want to run a marathon?
All right, I'll do it somewhere exotic.
Yeah.
I like it.
All right, Ben, thank you so much for stopping by and
Appreciate
giving us this very important information. For anyone interested in tackling their first 5K this fall, we'll be posting Ben's full training. So plan to head to our socials, so keep an eye out. We'll be right back right after this.
Hey, you, come a bit closer. We've got so many more must-see interviews, spicy debates, lifestyle tips, and pop culture moments. So subscribe to our channel by tapping the logo below and don't miss out.